It's time to talk about conspiracy. Apparently, it confuses a lot of people. What is conspiracy? It's simply when two or more people come together to secretly plan to commit an unlawful act, that is, a crime. We can see in the case of Majekodunmi and the Queen, where the court defines conspiracy as an agreement between two or more persons to effect an unlawful purpose or to effect a lawful purpose by an unlawful means. This can be corroborated with section 96 of the Penal Code, which defines it as when two or more persons agree to either commit an illegal act or a legal act but by illegal means. Now, for conspiracy to take place, there must be an agreement between them to commit the crime. It's not enough that they just met. If there is no agreement, there can be no conspiracy. Now, how do we apply this to drafting charges? Firstly, it goes without saying that when two or more people are guilty of an offense, they are most likely guilty of conspiracy to commit that offense. So that should be your number one charge. But in law school, if the crime of conspiracy isn't provided as one of your laws you should use in your drafts, then leave it out. Don't import statutes even if it makes sense to do so. It will waste your time. If it is provided, however, then you must include it in your charge sheet. Secondly, always read your scenarios properly. If a party agrees to commit a crime with others, then he is guilty of that crime even if he didn't actively commit the crime. I'll explain why that is in a bit. But if a party doesn't agree to commit the crime during the conspiracy and then he walks away, he won't be guilty of the conspiracy and of that crime. Let's illustrate this. For the first scenario, if three dudes agree to rob a bank, but one of the dudes falls sick and doesn't follow them, if the other two are caught and they implicate him, he would be liable for all the crimes they committed as well as the conspiracy, even though he didn't follow them to commit the crime. We can corroborate this with section 97 of the Penal Code. If there is no express provision of the punishment for that conspiracy, then the party will be punished in the same manner as if he had abetted that offense. Now, for the second scenario, if three dudes agree to rob a bank, and 2 weeks to the date of the robbery, one of the dudes gives his life to Christ and doesn't follow them, guess what? If the other two are caught and they implicate him, he's still liable. The ones who committed the act will have the mens rea of intent, but the one who didn't follow them but agreed during the conspiracy will have the mens rea of guilty knowledge. This means he knew what was going to happen but didn't report it to the authorities. Also, while the actus reus of the other two dudes would be the commission of the crime, the actus reus of our born-again friend will be the omission to report to the authorities, which would have helped in the prevention of the offense. When you bring all these elements together, he will fall under the definition of a principal offender in section 7b of the Criminal Code as well, and will be deemed to have taken part in the offense committed, and will be punished accordingly. I just blew your mind now, huh? Anyway, let's look at one more scenario. If three dudes meet, but one of them doesn't agree and leaves that place, when the other two are caught, he would not be liable for the crimes the other two committed. This is because he didn't agree, and because of that, he escaped liability. I think this should help you settle any confusion or debates you may come across. Happy drafting! Thank you very much for watching my video. If you like what you just watched now, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Also, please feel free to hit the notification bell so that you get updates when my videos come out. Engaging with the content actually helps the algorithm see my videos, so I get to share it with more people. Don't worry, we'll be getting more content like this. Have a great day.